I am Supreme, and this is message 32 of Astro Oracle Freestyles, where I do collective readings for the chosen. You will know when you are chosen because my messages will resonate with your soul. We are chosen because we are here to prove to the world that God, Spirit, the universe is real. Your energy, frequency, and vibration is real. Okay? Being chosen is not a walk in the park because you will represent the example of what happens when the human soul is not aligned with its purpose. And we also represent the example of what happens to the human soul when we are aligned with our purpose. That is the ultimate lesson. So when you're falling behind at anything, when you're suffering from sickness, poverty, setbacks, struggles, violence, all of that boils down to you not being aligned with your purpose. That is the difference between your excuse and other people's excuses. Because you may feel like, why is everybody always worried about what happens to me or what I do? Because you're chosen. And what happens to you matters because it's teaching humanity. It's teaching the people around you. Okay. And it's also teaching you. But sometimes it takes us years to catch on that we are the teachers. Because the very thing that's happening in us and through us is teaching us because it's teaching everybody else around us. The only way you're going to fix yourself and your situation is when you line up. You have to align yourself with purpose, your universal purpose, because you are chosen. We are here to show people that God is real. And the best way to show them that is by example. So I do my readings because we're only human. We need guidance. So I'm going to pull 3 cards and it's going to open up a story. It's going to open up a storyline of the message that your soul needs to receive right now. This deck is full of all the chapters that I learned during my spiritual awakening. This is a very powerful deck. So it's been a powerful source of spiritual awakening for me. So I know it's going to be a powerful source of spiritual awakening for you because I was chosen to do what I do. I'm going to pull 3 cards and it's going to open up this story for you. We have the locusts. All right, we have the locusts. We have the iron. And then we have the buffet. So I'm automatically seeing somebody right now where you got to understand nobody can touch the anointed. All right. I don't care what religion you come from, whether you're Catholic, Christian, Muslim, atheists or spiritualists. When you're chosen, you are anointed. The anointing is universal. Okay. And what I'm seeing is that you need to understand no one can touch the anointing and get away with it. It doesn't work that way because you're the example. Okay. You are the reason that the spirit wants to save everybody around you, through you. Anybody comes to try to fuck that up, they're fucking up the universal plan of redemption. This is why you cannot be touched without consequences. Okay? Also, I'm also seeing that right now you're not living that life. You have to rise to that frequency. You were chosen for that. Let me tell you what happens, why this locusts came out. The locusts came out because this is a representation of things that are allowed to hover around you. It is like a plague of locusts. You ever see somebody running from bees and you see nothing but bees flying around their head and they're trying to get away and they're running? The locusts represent that plague. It is a spirit. Okay? It is a vibration in us that we can be reduced to. We can be operating in such a low vibration that your energy attracts locusts, bees, the birds try to attack you, animals attack you. Animals who are supposed to respect humans as God's highest manifestation have no regard for you, no respect for the energy, because everything is energy. Even animals know energy. Animals don't know if you're black, white, Chinese, Hispanic, Catholic, Christian, or Muslim. Animals don't know that. They only see energy, and they know you're human. They know you are God's highest manifestation, and they know you are their masters. But when you don't know that, when you have been reduced to such a low frequency and way of living, and you've accepted that, you live like an animal. That gives the actual real animals power and authority over you to attack you, to violate you. It is a violation for you to be a master, and the ones beneath you, your slaves, the ones who need you, have attacked you. This is why the locusts came out. Okay? This is a chapter in my life that taught me that if I did not straighten up, this is why the iron came out. If you do not straighten out your vibration, your energy, and your frequency, the things that you do on a daily basis, the things that you do frequently, the things that you think about frequently, what frequently comes out your mouth, how you frequently move, if you do not straighten out your frequency, you will be vibrating at a frequency where things are allowed to attack you, and you will no longer be on the face of this planet. But guess what? You're chosen. When you're chosen, you can't die. Isn't that something? You're immortal. So guess what? You're gonna live. You're gonna live with every fucked up lesson that you learned. You're gonna live with that missing arm, with that missing leg. You're gonna live with that limp. You're gonna live with all them scars. And all you're gonna live with in that fucked up situation. Because God's intention was to use you in the first place. You were the one that decided you wanted to be used as an example of what not to be, not God. Isn't that something? That's a blessing and a curse. So you want to straighten yourself out so God doesn't have to. Either way it go, the ball is in your field. You're chosen. You're going to be an example one way or the other. So you don't want to be a fucked up example. Because there's a lot of fucked up people out here that are chosen. They're living in that fucked up situation. God said, I'm going to use that fucked up situation to teach people a fucked up lesson. And I'm going to use you as that fucked up ass example. It's real. So I don't know about you, but I straightened my shit out. I didn't go to sleep. I didn't get no rest until I straightened all my shit out. Because I knew I was chosen. And I didn't want to be a fucked up example. The buffet. The buffet. The buffet. You are here to serve yourself. You are God. You are here to fix yourself. Only you can straighten yourself out and fix yourself. fix your plate. Everybody else may be trying to force you to sit down. Stop trying to get yourself together. Once you like this, you always like this. Once you do, and I feel like you're surrounded by people that have already accepted the fact that the only one that's going to take this from me, the only one that's going to change my life is God, and I'm waiting on God. And you need to sit down and wait on God too. See, because you're intimidating them by taking a stand. Because you understand this is a buffet. You keep sitting there all you want, you won't eat. You know why? Because there is no waiter or waitress. Nobody's coming to serve you. I'm sure not finna serve you. I'm gonna fix my own life. That is my only responsibility. I came here to feed myself, to fix myself. All the people that are sitting there talking all that shit about you, fixing your own life, fixing your own plate at a buffet, are the people waiting on a Messiah. While the Messiah, the example of the true Messiah, is standing right in front of them, fixing their own plate. And you know why they're laughing at you? Because they're pointing out your fucked up situations and circumstances. Oh, I know you ain't getting up trying to fix yourself. You need to sit down and wait on God like us so he can fix that fucked up shit you got yourself into. Yeah, that's how they looking at you. That is the persecution you will go through. They will throw stones at you while you fix your plate. But you better not sit back down because you know this is a buffet. If you don't fix yourself, you will not be fixed. Because I tell you something, they sure ain't finna do it for you. Now you're gonna have some that's gonna make you want to go that's gonna tell you to go fix their life. Go fix their plate. Yeah, fix my plate for me. They're mocking you. Don't you fix nobody's life or plate. You are here to fix yourself and set the example. Set the example. They're going to catch on. This is a buffet. You don't fix your own life, you won't live. They're definitely not going to live. You are still living because you're chosen. But the shit that you've been through would have been took their life. God saved you through things that are taking people out every day. I'm talking to somebody. You were healed from that sickness that the doctors couldn't even find an answer for. People are dying of that. You were attacked and you lived and you healed. They came for you. You were attacked from every angle, not just sickness, physical attacks. You were lost, blind, deaf, and dumb. And they came to destroy you and thought you were dead, but you wasn't. Because that is not God's plan for the chosen. You lived. So now you need to stand up there and fix yourself. That's why you lived. To fix yourself in front of everybody. They need to see the example that it is our responsibility to fix ourselves. And that is my message. That is message number 32. Once you fix yourself, your vibration increases, these locusts go away. But you'll start to see other people that are still suffering from these locusts, and they don't know why. That's going to be your ministry to teach them why. It's all in energy, frequency, and vibration. Some people, it rains everywhere they go. They're like the people who are running around with a cylinder of rain falling down on them. This is real. The plague of locusts represents the shit that follows people everywhere they go because it's in their energy. You're supposed to fix your energy. Straighten out your frequency. Straighten yourself out. And this plague will go away. They're not allowed to come around you. They only have permission to hover around certain vibrations, certain energies, lower energies. Higher energies, they cannot come around. That's message number 32. Please like, share, comment, subscribe, and hit the bell button so you'll be notified when I drop my messages for the chosen. Y'all be blessed.